Do you ever feel like meal prep is this impossible task that only super organized people can pull off? Me too. But over time, I've discovered a few simple tricks that have made meal prep doable even for me. Let me show you what's working for my family so that you can make it work for yours too. Hey, what's up? I'm Andrea, and in today's video, I'm talking about meal prep made simple. If you're new here on my channel, I talk about real life time-saving kitchen hacks for busy moms. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and make sure you also tap the bell icon so that you get notified when my next video goes live. Okay, let's get started. So tip number one is to batch prep essentials. When I first got started with meal prep, I thought that meal prep meant spending an entire Sunday in the kitchen making 5 or 6 meals, entire meals for the whole week. Now I know it doesn't mean that. I just focus on prepping the essentials that our family actually uses throughout the week. So that can mean batch prepping protein, that can mean batch prepping a big pot of grains like a rice or a quinoa. My current routine is on the weekend, I'll batch prep a breakfast, a lunch, and a snack. And then I just store those in some nice storage containers, and then we're good to go for the week. Tip number 2, use shortcut ingredients to save time. Now, I used to feel guilty. I had a little bit of mom guilt for not making everything from scratch, but over time I have given myself permission to push the easy button. So I have learned to embrace shortcuts. So some examples of some shortcut ingredients would be a rotisserie chicken, pre-made burgers, store-bought sauces. These are all examples of things that can enable you to put together a meal more quickly than making everything from scratch. One of my favorite shortcuts is bagged salad kits. It's a great way to get kids to eat more veggies. In fact, I actually did a taste test video where I compared different salad kits from the grocery store. I will link that in the description below. But yes, embrace shortcut ingredients to make your mealtime much easier. Tip number 3 is to use storage containers to stay organized. So I've learned over the years that having a system for organizing your prepped ingredients and your prepped meals makes all the difference in the world between them actually getting eaten and then becoming a science project in the fridge. And really, what is the point of spending all this time meal prepping if it's just going to become a science project in the fridge? So what I do is I have 2 sets of glass Pyrex storage containers. I got them at Costco years ago, and they have a dedicated cabinet within my kitchen where they live. And here's a quick organization tip. Actually, storing your containers with the lids on them, for one thing, it's much more visually appealing, and for another thing, you don't have to waste time looking for a lid. The container and the lid are always together. But so I have my storage containers, and this is a great way to store prepped ingredients, to actually portion out meals. If I'm making like a big batch of something for lunch, I can then portion it into 3 or 4 containers, and if I have to run out the door, I can just grab one of those containers. And it's a great way to stay organized and make sure that the family's really seeing the benefit of the time spent meal prepping. So there you have it. Meal prep doesn't have to be overwhelming. These are some simple tips that have worked for me, and I hope they inspire you to create a system that works for your family. This video wraps up our 3-part kitchen organization series. If you missed parts 1 and 2, I will be sure to link them in the description below so that you can catch up. My goal here has been to share real life tips that make a difference. So if you've enjoyed this series, let me know down in the comments below, as well as let me know what would you like to see next. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'll be back next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Andrea. Bye for now.